Hey guys, it's me Zachariyah, and I am here with my thoughts and recap on Princesses Long Island, and I also have something different to say about the Housewives New Jersey, so I'll be adding some Jersey in here. Let's start with Princesses. So this episode we saw Chanel's sister Ashley get married, and her wedding was so amazing. Like, if that's the way all Jewish weddings are, I want a Jewish wedding. But her wedding was amazing. There was 500 people there. I think that's like the biggest wedding that's been done on Bravo so far. I really wish they would have got more of the wedding like they do all the other weddings on Bravo. But her wedding was so amazing. I totally loved it. And she looked gorgeous going down the aisle. Chanel looked gorgeous too, by the way. She did. Even though she was hella nervous and really stressed out about the whole situation, she really looked good doing it. Although she did rush down the aisle a little bit. She was like, I want to get this over with. But she looked great. I'm going to start with her because I love Chanel. And I totally hate the fact that she's considered like an old maid because she's 27 and not married. Well, I'm only 25 and I'm not married. So I hope that doesn't make me an old maid. But I can totally relate. I may have said this before, but her younger sister's getting married. Well, my younger sister is having a baby, and I don't have any children, and I really want to have a child really badly. So it's kind of hitting home that my younger sister is having one, and I don't have any yet. So I can totally relate where she's coming from there. So now that my sister's having a baby, everyone's going to ask me, when am I going to have one? I can totally see it coming. So I totally relate to her in that. But I have some advice for Chanel. I really just want Chanel just to have fun and not worry about getting married, because you really don't want to worry about it and then you jump into a marriage that you're not really happy in, and then it ends up in divorce. And I don't want to see that happen to her. So I really want Chanel, if you're listening, if you're watching, just have fun. The right guy will come to you. Don't go around searching for a man. He will definitely come to you. Trust me. Ashley on the cast, not Chanel's sister. Ashley, I love Ashley to pieces. I totally do. However, when Ashley said that she doesn't want to mix cheese because poor people mix things, I just don't think she's aware of some of the things that she says, and I think watching herself on TV definitely will make her more aware of what she says. So I don't think there was malice intent behind it. I just think sometimes stuff comes out of your mouth. Sometimes you don't realize it. It happens to me all the time. Like, I offend people and I don't even realize that I do sometimes. But yeah, or my facial expressions tell it all. Like, I can't hide what I'm thinking, and you can see it all over my face. So at first, I'm not gonna lie, Ashley, I was like, girl, really? Again? I was. But then I had to realize that from conversations I've had with Ashley, she's not that person. So I don't want people to be too hard on Ashley. Please don't. Everybody makes mistakes. And I think that, again, watching herself, she'll learn from this and be more conscious of what she says. But I will tell you, I don't have as much money as Ashley does. And I don't like to mix my food up either. So it's not a poor thing. I think some people just figure it's all going to the same place anyway, but I don't feel like that. So I'm just saying, Ashley, what I want you to do is come to Texas and hang with me, and we'll show you that, middle class people don't, just mix everything together. I'm just saying. I still love you, Ashley. I do. I hate that you said that, but I'm sure you're totally aware and you're making it right. So I still love you. Joey, her dad is like giving her the boot. He's on her, girl, you got 90 days to get out. Like, for real. And this is what I think is so funny about Joey in this episode. So we see her and her dad's like, okay, you have 90 days to get out, basically. And when she goes looking for apartments with Amanda, she's suddenly this girl that she's judging everyone else for being. She's this girl that's like, oh my God, this is so awful. I can't be here. Like, oh my God, this is so awful. I can't live here. So I think it's real funny that she judged Ashley for a Freeport comment and all the other girls who have a little bit more money than she does, but when she's put in the same situation, she acts exactly the same as they did. So people in glass houses throw stones. I'm just saying, Joey, when it comes down to it, she's just like everybody else, like all the other girls in the cast, minus the bad attitude. But like, she really did. Talking about that, some of the places that she went to, I have to say, I've been there before. I've had to live in places like that. I don't come from money. Joey doesn't realize what it is not to come from money. She's better off than some people are still. She's better off than I was when I was growing up. So I've had to live in places like that. So I mean, it's not the best place to live, but when you don't have people that can just shell out money to you, when you have to pay your own rent, when you have to really just boil down to it and do it on your own, it's what you have, and you have to live there. Granted, it was not $1,250. I am in Texas, as y'all all know, and that apartment that was $1,250 would have been like $300 in Texas. Seriously, an efficiency apartment. I lived in efficiency. My efficiency apartment was $375. It was all in one room, $375. I'm just saying, like, that was ridiculous. And the one that she saw was like $900, would have been like $4 or something. I had an all bills paid apartment, 1-bedroom apartment, a true 1-bedroom with the bathroom outside of the bedroom for $495, all bills paid. So I'm just saying, it's kind of crazy. I'm not ever moving to New York. But Erica, we didn't see a lot of Erica in this episode. Rob came over to the house with her parents and kind of explained that they want to move together. But then Erica's like, well, I don't want to get married. I just want to have fun and live with the guy. And she doesn't even know if Rob is the one. I think that Rob is trying to sell Erica a dream. I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to sell her on why she should be with him, and Erica's just not getting it, or she's not taking it, which he shouldn't have to. If you have to sell somebody why they should be with you, you don't need them, sweetheart. You don't. So I think that, I don't know. I don't want to speak on anybody's relationship, but I really think that he's trying to sell her on why he should be. I think he likes her. I think he loves her to death, but I don't think she feels the same way. I think his love may be deeper for her. So, Erica, please don't move in with this boy if you're not ready. Please don't do it. Who am I forgetting? Amanda set up Ashley on a date with her friend Marcos, who's like 50. I don't know what it says, 53, 50. He was 50 something, and Ashley's 30. I'm 25. I wouldn't want to do no 50-year-old man. I'm just saying. But yeah, so the date was going kind of okay. I thought he was a little too touchy-feely to meet her for the first time. The first day, I don't want you touching me. Like, I don't even know you. Don't touch me. Like, talk to me and ask me a question. Don't try to, like, grope me. I'm just saying. And then they went dancing, and it was worse when he went dancing. Like, homegirl was all over her and trying to pick her up, but he was aggressive. Like, really aggressive. That's not cool for, like, the first date. Now, there's nothing wrong with being aggressive, but no, he was just too much. And then he started dancing with every woman in the building. Yeah, Ashley got the hell up out of there. I do not blame her at all. So next week, it's a new episode. I don't know if it's the finale. I mean, the way it kind of looks, it kind of looks like it's a finale, but they didn't say it was. So I don't know. I hope it's not. I hope it's not a finale. But anyway, on to New Jersey. So this episode of New Jersey was like ridiculous. Like, they are, I don't know, like, I keep saying, like, Joey and Teresa just need to sit down and say how they feel. I think that's what it needs. But Joey called Teresa scum, which wasn't cool. I'm not going to deny that. Not cool at all. It just wasn't. And so Teresa got mad and stormed out and went and said something to Joe. Well, common sense, if you say something to your husband's gonna go in there and address the situation. That's like common sense. I don't know if Teresa wasn't maybe thinking about that at the time, which she probably wasn't because she was mad. But don't try to say, oh, this is all your fault because you called me scum. No, you went out there and said something to your husband. Your husband came in there. Granted, yes, Joey did go and, try to start the fight first. Yes, but it was both of them. I'm not just blaming Teresa. I'm not just blaming Joe. It's both of them, which I think this whole situation is both of them. Everybody wants to blame Teresa, which she has done some really low down and dirty things, but they also have to own their part of it too. Teresa may have spread rumors, true, but instead of going around Teresa and talking to everybody else, you needed to go directly to her and get to confront the situation head on. Yeah. So Teresa called Caroline, which I think was the wrong thing to do. There's already enough people involved as it is. Kim D, Melissa's friend, Melissa's realtor. It's too many people already involved in the situation for Caroline to be in it. I love Caroline Manzo to death. Don't get me wrong. I love her. I just don't want to see her in their business and then they start blaming her because she got into it. I don't want to see that. So Caroline, I know she wants the help, but I just want her to distance herself from it. We didn't see Jacqueline at all this episode, which I think was for the best, because I think every time we see Jacqueline, she is just anti Teresa, which I get if you don't like somebody. I totally understand that. But personally, if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to keep talking about them. I get they're on the show, but Kim and Nene did it, and so I just feel like if you really don't like somebody, don't talk about them. Don't bring them up. Just if someone talks about them, just shut up. Don't say anything. That's what I do. They don't even exist to me if I don't like them. Which is kind of mean, actually. But yeah. But towards the end, I mean, they did. I don't want to say they made up, but they kind of hugged it out with Dr. V. And I didn't watch LA Shrinks, and I know some of y'all are gonna kill me because I didn't watch it. But Dr. V is really pretty. She is. She's really pretty. It's the California in her. That's what it is. But she's really pretty. But she kind of came in and kind of brought some light to the situation. But I am really glad that Joe and Teresa are on the couch by themselves with nobody else around and talking to each other and not at each other and not have everybody else trying to chime in. Rich, by the way, I am glad. I was kind of, I don't know, I didn't really like Rich. No, sorry, that came out wrong. It wasn't that I didn't like Rich or I did like Rich. I just didn't have a feeling on him. This episode, however, I do think that he did make a lot of sense with what he was trying to relate to Joe and Teresa. I do think he made a lot of sense with that. So kudos to Rich. That made me kind of like him, and it showed him in a good light. So I did like that about him. Poor Kathy. Kathy is just I'm so tired of this. Kathy is just I don't care. Just make up already. And it was hilarious when she was I was just worried about my nose job. That's right. Protect that nose, Kathy. But Melissa, I don't know. I'm kind of shocked that Melissa is just I don't care. It's over with. Which I can totally see that she's at her breaking point with Teresa and all the mess. I totally see that. But I don't want her to kind of feed that into Joe. And I think that Joe's in such a vulnerable place that it's anything that's said to him, he's going to harbor it and take it. So I don't want her to keep saying, no, we should leave. We should, I don't want her to keep saying that because I think that just a little bit kind of impact Joe Gorga's, feelings or whatever. Back to the fight. I hate that Teresa ran out of the place. She got the hell up out of there. I don't know where she was going, but she just ran out when they were fighting. So I mean, even Melissa got in there trying to help. So I don't know. Teresa, I really would have liked you to try to help. But at the end, it was sweet that they hugged it out. They were crying together, which almost made me cry because it's so, you can see all the hurt and pain on each other's faces. And I'm so glad that they are having that moment. I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the season. You know, they make up and then it's all over again. So I don't know, but I hope that this is like a breakthrough for them and they can move on. But I would say, can we get like the Gorga, Judice, Wakili, and Rosie their own show on Bravo and call it like, I don't know, family drama or something? Like give them their own show where they can like do all this on their own time and then get like a whole new Housewives of New Jersey so we can have a new storyline. I'm just saying, I would like a new storyline. I've seen the same thing for like 3 seasons. I'm getting tired of it. But I am glad that they're making up. I have to say, I'm not all against it. But that's all I have. So comment below. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at Zachariyah. Tune in next week for your Princesses and Real Housewives of New Jersey recap. If you watch Pretty Wicked Moms, tune in on Wednesday because I have a recap for them. Their season's almost over and I hate that. Oh, Pretty Wicked Moms is back to their original time slot at 10/9 Central. So tune in at 10/9 Central to live time for Pretty Wicked Moms. But that's all I have, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.